Would you please tell us about this trilogy you're writing?
Yeah, well, it's finished. It got
It's
launched last
finished.
year. Yes, it's on Amazon. You can find me. I'm the only Brownell Landrum in the world, so it's pretty
Aha,
easy to
that's good.
find me. It shouldn't be too hard. It's like I can hide, but I won't do any good. Yeah, it is. I kind of describe it as like this epic reincarnation mystery about a famous couple from history who is reunited today to fulfill a prophecy that'll change the world. And of course, when you want to change the world doesn't want to change, and there's opposition and all that. So it's kind of like a Da Vinci Code meets Outlander. So it's
Hmm.
definitely an epic love story. It goes back into 5 previous lifetimes. And so we look at at their history and kind of weave this story and this mystery together. So that's the trilogy.
Could you give us a bit of a synopsis about, how this adventure begins?
Yeah. So we start out in present day. And so there's 3 books, obviously, for a trilogy. The first book starts out as present day and a modern day couple who meet. And there's something, and if you've ever met something that feels destined or connected or whatever, there's a different kind of vibe. And they started feeling this something. And then and he's an artist, and so he's painting her, and as he's painting her, he starts painting her as who he knew her as in a previous lifetime, where he was a priest and she was a nun in 1930 Brazil.
Oh,
And
wow.
so they're living these 2 lifetimes together, right? The current lifetime. And you can imagine, like, if you start having these flashes and you're seeing things and she's not talking, but then all of a sudden she's having the same visions too. So it weaves into this huge mystery of who were they in the past and what were they protecting. But then they find out that modern day, antagonists, if you will,
Yep.
want that painting that they were protecting because it holds the secret to a mystery that goes back much, much further. So the first book is basically kind of 2 lifetimes with this huge, like it's kind of a Da Vinci Code type of,
Mm.
chase to see who can find the information and protect it and who's against them and who's with them. And then the second book goes into another lifetime in the 1500s. And it was in the late 1500s. And so that ties into, because, spoiler alert, that's where the painting was created.
Yep.
So we go back to the lifetime where they created, and they get to meet Shakespeare and Giordano Bruno, who's one of
Oh,
my big heroes.
wow.
And there's some theory that Bruno met Shakespeare, because there's a Shakespeare quote that's directly lifted from Bruno,